Hello and welcome. I'm your host Aditi Singh and you're watching My India. India's foreign engagements are steadily strengthening its global standing. The recent visit by U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance underscores the growing India-U.S. partnership with finalized trade terms amidst economic concerns, highlighting a shared commitment to mutual growth. Similarly, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Saudi Arabia showcased the deepening ties between the two nations with strong business and cultural exchanges. Take a look.
India-U.S. relations have evolved into a comprehensive strategic alliance, highlighted by the recent visit of U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance to India with his family and senior officials. During the visit, Vance announced the finalization of a key trade deal, reinforcing economic ties amid concerns over reciprocal tariffs. Both sides also reviewed existing agreements and discussed regional and global issues of shared interest.
As many of you are aware, both of our governments are hard at work on a trade agreement built on shared priorities, like creating new jobs, building durable supply chains, and achieving prosperity for our workers. In our meeting yesterday, Prime Minister Modi and I made very good progress on all of those points. And we are especially excited to formally announce that America and India have officially finalized the terms of reference for the trade negotiation. I think this is a vital step.
The finalization of these trade terms marks a significant milestone in the deepening India-U.S. relationship. As both nations move toward a final agreement, key officials are actively engaged in negotiations to ensure its success.
J.D. Vance's presence here right in the beginning of the Trump administration, the second Trump administration, I think holds its own significance. And I'm sure the balance of trade in the larger terms will also be sorted out. You know that our top negotiator, the next Commerce Secretary of India, would shortly be traveling to United States. And you had their top trade negotiator, Brandon Lynch, coming here.
The strengthening partnership between India and the U.S. is evident as both nations concentrate on fostering mutual advantages. With ongoing talks covering critical topics such as climate change and regional security, the India-U.S. alliance is set to continue expanding and evolving.
Continuing India's expanding global partnerships, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent visit to Saudi Arabia also marked a key diplomatic milestone. He co-chaired the Second Strategic Partnership Council and held high-level talks to boost cooperation across key sectors.
India and Saudi Arabia have developed a strong, forward-looking partnership over the decades. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent state visit to Saudi Arabia reaffirmed this bond, highlighted by official talks and the co-chairing of the second India-Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council meeting. The meeting reviewed progress since the inaugural session and set ambitious future goals, with growing business-to-business engagement, especially in infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, and technology, emerging as a key pillar of the relationship.
India's reputation in technology is very well and solid, so people like to collaborate and have a knowledge transfer of many Indian calibers and business professionals. So we have many projects, as everybody knows, happening in the kingdom, and they're all gonna be latest, smart, technological, and up-to-date technology.
The visit also touched upon the rising soft power linkages between the two nations. One symbolic example is the growing global appeal of yoga, a cultural bridge championed by India and supported enthusiastically in Saudi Arabia.
The recognition of the International Yoga Day actually was a result of the efforts of the Honorable Prime Minister, and we all in yoga field thank him for that, because the Yoga Day is not just a celebration for one day. New people come to know more about yoga. Yogis are excited to celebrate this day. Even in ministries of sports around the globe, national Olympic committees, federations, all these entities, yoga centers, yogshalas, all types of yoga, yogasana, yoga therapy, traditional yoga, practitioners of spiritual yoga, everybody celebrates yoga. So it's a big global phenomena happens.
These high-level visits reflect India's growing global influence, driven by strategic partnerships, economic collaboration, and cultural outreach, positioning the nation as a key player on the world stage in both diplomacy and development.
India's startup revolution is rewriting its destiny, where dorm rooms double as boardrooms and village dreams fuel global visions. Powered by tech, talent, and fearless ambition, the nation is rising as a vibrant cradle of next-gen innovation and enterprise. Let's explore how this revolution is reshaping India's vision for future growth.
India's startup ecosystem is thriving, fueled by supportive policies, ample funding, and a growing market for innovation. A standout example is Gurugram-based Static, founded in 2019 by Raghav Arora and Akshay Bansal to tackle a key hurdle in the EV revolution, charging infrastructure. What started as a tech-first idea grew into a full-stack operation, building chargers, setting up networks, and integrating them into a mobile app. With over 8,000 stations and a 22% market share, Static showcases how young entrepreneurs are driving sustainable growth through innovation and agility.
It was not an easy journey for us because it was a very nascent market, starting from something and then realizing that's not working, using tech to solve it, and then doing something else. Then we found out what's working and then we capitalized on it. We scaled that part of our business, and today we are by far the largest charging network in the country.
India's startup journey, from follower to global innovation hub, is truly remarkable. With over 1.17 lakh startups, 110 plus unicorns, and 1 million plus jobs, the momentum is clear. But beyond numbers, it's the ground-level energy, policy push, and entrepreneurial drive powering this transformation. India Partners is an early-stage venture capital firm backing innovative Indian startups.
We are the third largest startup ecosystem. All of us know that in terms of number of startups, number of DPIIT registered or recognized startups, quantum of capital, number of unicorns, jobs created, revenues, contribution to GDP, all the metrics, health metrics that are associated with startup ecosystem, I think are trending well in our kind of favor. But India's march to 4-5 trillion to the 10 trillion and eventually Vikasit Bharat, 2047, a lot of it is going to be driven by startups.
Government initiatives like Startup India, SIDBI's Fund of Funds, and new missions in AI, semiconductors, and biotech are fueling real innovation. Today, Indian startups are going global. They're scaling across Southeast Asia, Africa, and beyond.
This investment of the government through various entities like SIDBI and also creating the ecosystem from a taxation perspective or from just a policy perspective, creating incubators, accelerators, are not in AI only. It's in many, many fields, including hardware. India has always been a software nation. So now we are seeing that the investment that's come into hardware in many areas is really helping manufacturing, helping companies that are doing value addition, not just for the domestic market, but for the export market also.
Just a decade ago, India's startup scene was minimal. Today, it's buzzing with incubators, accelerators, and a young, ambitious population. Fueled by a massive domestic market and global investment, startups are scaling globally, solving real-world problems with speed and precision.
Startup is always going to be about hustle. You have to keep at it to get to wherever you want to, right? To whatever heights you want to achieve. But I just want to talk about two values that Porter strongly believes in, and I personally feel that has taken us this far. One is being user obsessed. So know your user and solve for their problems. That really helps you. Basically understand your user, solve for their problems. That really helps you to have more of a solution-oriented approach in solving for any problems.
I think there can't be any better time than this for at least Indian startups, I think. 10 years back, 15 years back, the startup ecosystem is completely absent. Today, I think if the team is good, if the idea is good, money is not a problem at all, the ecosystem is well developed, I think probably the best part for anyone to be alive today is being an entrepreneur, to be in this part of in this decade actually. I think very strong positive tailwinds for startups, yeah. Whether it's healthcare, whether it is non-healthcare, I think it's the best time to start up.
What started as a small movement in metros has evolved into a nationwide innovative powerhouse. From AI tools to EV apps like Static and fuel tech pioneers like Nagati, Indian startups are redefining industries and boosting India's global reputation. As India moves toward its Developed India vision by 2047, startups will drive jobs, inclusive tech, and reshape the nation's economic future.
On the bustling Mumbai-Delhi highway near Vadodara beats the timeless heart of unity. The shrine of Hazrat Bala Peer, lovingly tended by a Hindu Patel family for 5 centuries. Here prayers travel through ticking watches, faith crosses all boundaries, and a simple honk becomes a sacred salute. Let's have a look at the living testament to India's enduring faith and brotherhood.
In the heart of Vadodara, where history and modernity blend seamlessly, stands a modest but deeply revered shrine, the Ghadiali Baba Dargah. Lies in the Mumbai-Delhi highway, the shrine of Hazrat Bala Peer stands as a testament to interfaith harmony and brotherhood. Locals say that the clock has ticked through centuries of change, but what never changed was the message of unity that the saint left behind. People cutting across different religious backgrounds every day come to the Dargah to offer their sincere tribute to Baba.
बरसों से सेवा करते बाबा की खिदमत करते हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सब आते ये दरबार में ऐसा नहीं कि कोई भेदभाव क्या इनको चाहते सब चाहते हैं बाबा को बड़े वाले बाबा को क्या.
A unique tradition here involves offering watches and clocks as a symbol of fulfilled wishes. Both the devotees and commuters often stop by the Dargah on the highway to seek his blessings before starting their journey. Believers say nobody returns empty-handed from the Dargah and that all the wishes of devotees are fulfilled and answered, asked with a true heart.
ये हमारी जो मनोकामनाएं हम कुछ मन्नत मांगते हैं वो यहाँ से हमारी पूरी हो जाती है. अरे हम जैसे घड़ी बोलते हैं कि हमारा ये काम हो जाए तो हम घड़ी चलाएंगे या फूल चढ़ाएंगे या नारियल फोड़ेंगे. जब हमारा काम हो जाता है तो हम यहाँ हार फूल करने आते हैं. अल्लाह के वली से दर से कोई खाली नहीं जाता है. वली के ऊपर विश्वास भरोसा करके आओ, वहाँ से काम होता ही है. सच्चे मन से अगर आए हो तो काम होगा.
यहाँ पे इसी तमन्ना आस्था है और विश्वास है यहाँ पे कि जिसका वक्त खराब हो वो यहाँ पर घड़ी चढ़ाता है और अपनी मनोकामनाएं जो भी दिली ख्वाहिशात है वो पूरी करवाते हैं यहाँ पर.
And so, beneath the shared sky of faith and hope, the Dargah stands not just as a place of prayer, but as a living testament to the power of unity in diversity.
Now, let's delve into World in Focus, featuring the latest global developments and events shaping our world.
When Saudi Arabia's Red Sea port of Jeddah hosted Formula One star Lewis Hamilton and US singer Jennifer Lopez during its Grand Prix this month, visitors found that they were drawn to a less obvious attraction, the historic Old Town. Jeddah is known for being the kingdom's modern commercial hub, and the exodus of its merchant class meant its Old Town had fallen into neglect. The kingdom's ambitious Vision 2030 plan to diversify its economy and make itself less dependent on oil, however, has included revitalizing culture to lure tourism revenue. Visitors who came for the F1 event found they loved the slower pace of the restored Old Jeddah. Known in Arabic as Al-Balad, the town has the feel of previous centuries with its Arabic-styled wooden architecture in brown and blue colors that reflect the city's location between the sand of the Arabian desert and the sea. Al-Balad was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2014. Former Rugby League international Les Kiss said he expected a seamless transition into the Wallabies coaching role when he succeeds New Zealander Joe Schmidt next July, with only a little more than a year out from the 2027 World Cup on home soil. Kiss, 60, was confirmed as Wallabies coaching in waiting on Wednesday, but he will first see out his 3-year contract at the Queensland Reds after Schmidt agreed to extend his reign by another 9 months. Schmidt's departure was originally scheduled for after the British and Irish Lions Test series in August, but the former Ireland coach is now committed to staying on until July 2026. The first planned coaching transition for the Wallabies since Eddie Jones replaced Rod McQueen in 2001 should be eased by Kiss, having worked as defence coach during Schmidt's highly successful spell in charge of Ireland. "We'll find the solutions together," Kiss told a news conference at Sydney Football Stadium.
Industrial development drives economic progress. Once primarily agrarian, India is rapidly transforming into an industrial power. Initiatives like Make in India, Startup India and Digital India have fueled this growth, with industrial estates emerging across various states. Jammu in North India is quickly developing into an industrial hub.
Industrial development is key to India's economic independence and self-reliance, aiming to foster global leadership in technology, innovation, and production. To boost this growth, special economic zones, SEZs, have been established nationwide. One such zone is the Bari Brahmana Industrial Estate near Jammu, home to hundreds of thriving industries.
बड़ी ब्रह्मण्य इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया की अगर बात करें तो ये 71 में ये इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया डेवलप हुआ था। उसके बाद यहाँ पे कुछ लार्ज स्केल यूनिट आए स्टार्टिंग में। उसके बाद जो यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन का जो बूम आया वो यहाँ पे 2002 में आया, जब यहाँ पे ऑनरेबल हमारे लेट प्राइम मिनिस्टर अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने यहाँ पे एक पैकेज दिया। उस पैकेज में नई इंडस्ट्री को भी बेनिफिट दिया गया, पुरानी इंडस्ट्री को भी दिया गया।
The industrial estate is home to several thriving industries, including leading cosmetics manufacturers. Natura's Cosmetics, established nearly 2 decades ago, produces a wide range of products, including shampoos, face packs, serums, and more. The company oversees every aspect of production in-house, from raw material testing to the final delivery of high-quality products. Employing a large workforce, Natura's Cosmetics provides skilled job opportunities, with many employees hailing from Jammu and the surrounding areas.
There was a government scheme under which we started this factory at a very small scale in 2011, and our main focus was that we should develop products based on raw materials which are available locally and try to make such type of cosmetics and formulations which we can sell to the bigger clients all over the country, and also, if possible, to export.
Jammu has maintained its roots in farming and tourism while making industrial strides. The carpet industry holds a long-standing place of pride, blending traditional craftsmanship with modern innovation. Known globally for quality and design, the industry now uses computer-aided designs and advanced machinery, significantly speeding up production.
गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से हमें काफ़ी रिस्पॉन्ड है इस बारे में कि काफ़ी भी जहाँ पे भी हट्स में टूरिज़्म जो सेक्टर है गवर्नमेंट का, टूरिज़्म हट्स हैं, हाउस बोट्स हैं, तो उनमें हमारा काफ़ी माल जाता है, बाहर भी जाता है। और इस साल हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि एक्सपोर्ट भी कर रहे हैं, शुरू कर दिया है, तो उसमें भी काफ़ी अच्छा रिस्पॉन्ड मिलने का है।
India is undergoing a significant transformation in its industrial sector, driven by digitalization, automation, and sustainability initiatives. It gains a new dimension with initiatives like Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, which promote self-reliance and innovation. The push for green technologies, smart manufacturing, and improved infrastructure is reshaping industries like textiles, automotive, and electronics. Additionally, India's focus on skill development and fostering entrepreneurship is creating new opportunities for growth and global competitiveness in the industrial sector.
जब हम लैंड अलॉटमेंट करते हैं, पूरी जो अलॉटमेंट है हम 10 दिन के लिए पब्लिक डोमेन में रखते हैं, बिकॉज ये मार्किंग सिस्टम है, ऑक्शन नहीं है बट मार्किंग सिस्टम है कि तुम इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट लेके आ रहे हो, तुम इतना एम्प्लॉयमेंट दे रहे हो, उसके हिसाब से उसकी मार्किंग करते हैं। वो फिर हम पब्लिक डोमेन में रखते हैं, तुम देखो भैया हमने तुमको गलत तो नहीं दे दिए दूसरे को। सो एवरीथिंग इज ट्रांसपेरेंट, एवरीथिंग इज इन द पब्लिक डोमेन।
Tax exemptions, land subsidies, and single-window clearance systems across India are attracting investors. As a result, sectors like manufacturing, agro-based industries, pharmaceuticals, tourism, and hospitality are rapidly growing, creating a large number of jobs.
India's rich tapestry of silk saris like the famed Banarasi reflects centuries of tradition. Yet, among them, Muga silk from Sualkuchi in Assam gleams with a charm all its own. Known as the royal silk, its natural golden luster, unmatched strength and ageless beauty weave a story of elegance and endurance. Crafted lovingly by skilled artisans, each Muga sari is more than an attire. It's a legacy, often valued in lakhs and treasured for generations.
Nestled in the tranquil valleys of Assam, the village of Sualkuchi hums with the melodic rhythm of handlooms. In almost every home, skilled hands, often those of women, weave shimmering Muga silk into saris of timeless beauty, sustaining both a cherished heritage and a way of life.
আৰু মই হল এতে কাম কৰো আৰু মালিকে ঠিকে ঠিকে পইচা দি আছে আৰু ইয়াত মই কাম কৰা 20 বছৰ মান হল আৰু এনেকে খৰচ চলাই আছো আৰু ঘৰতো পইচা দিব লাগে অলপ চলক সেইকাৰণে আৰু এতে কাম কৰিব লগা হৈছে
মই খালত বহু মোৰ লৰা ছোৱালী তিনটা মই ইটো কাম কৰি লৰা ছোৱালী পঢ়ি আছো আৰু মোৰ হাজবেণ্ডো হাজিৰা কৰে মালিকে আমাক পইচা লাগাখিনি দে আমি এনেকে খাই বই চুলি পুলি পৰাই আছো আমি
The family's work is overseen by Nayam Mani, who trades in handcrafted Muga silk saris. Each sari is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, with every color, pattern, and motif woven entirely by hand. Their exceptional artistry has earned admiration and customers across the globe.
अभी तो मुगा सिल्क बनाता ही हूँ हम लोग फिर भी अच्छा मार्केट है मुगा सिल्क का साड़ी का ही नहीं ड्रेस मटेरियल के लिए भी अच्छा रेस्पेक्ट है जैसे कि बाहर में भी एक्सपोर्ट होता है अच्छा एक्सपोर्ट होता है बाकी चल रहा हो हम लोग काम करके हैप्पी हूँ इसमें
The sericulture department showcases the fascinating journey of Muga silk, which begins with the Antheria simensis silkworm. The larvae are fed leaves from the som and suzu trees, and within a month, they spin golden cocoons. Blending tradition with science, the cocoons are treated with hot water or steam to ease silk extraction. Using reeling machines, the fine fibers are drawn out, spun into stronger threads, and finally woven into stunning Muga silk saris on handlooms.
Muga silk basically UV protection है, ultraviolet protection है. Number 2, वो high longevity है. Number 3, skin का ज़रा आराम लगता है. वो जो मुगा सिल्क पहनता है वो समर सीजन का ठंडा लगता है, वो जो विंटर सीजन गर्म लगता है. वो मुगा सिल्क और हाई लॉन्जिविटी 200 इयर्स मुगा सिल्क लॉन्जिविटी है. और मुगा सिल्क वो अदर स्टेट मिलता नहीं, वो जो ओनली असम, वो मुगा सिल्क जोग्राफिकल इंडिकेशन है.
In 2021 to 2022, India produced a total of 192 metric tons of Muga silk, with Assam contributing nearly 87%. Muga silk production supports the livelihoods of millions in Assam, making it a vital part of the rural economy. Traders in Sualkuchi are also experiencing growing success, as rising demand has begun attracting visitors from across the country and abroad.
लोगों का रिस्पांस तो अच्छा ही होता है. ये तो आजकल तो बाहर से भी लोग आता है, फॉरेन से भी लोग आता है यहाँ पे घूमने, देखने, हमारा इंडस्ट्री देखने आते हैं, मुगा सिल्क देखने आते हैं. और एक मुगा का फार्म भी है हमारा वालकुशी में, तो वो फार्म देखने आते हैं, हमारा कपड़ा देखने आता है, लेते हैं. ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्स मिल रहा है अभी, अच्छा लगता है.
Muga silk is more than just a fabric. It's a living symbol of Assam's rich identity and timeless tradition. In villages like Sualkuchi, this heritage thrives in all its brilliance. Here, the artisans aren't just preserving a legacy, they're weaving a stronger, more vibrant regional economy, thread by golden thread.
With every shimmering thread, Assam's Muga silk reminds the world that true beauty is handwoven with love and legacy. And with that, we wrap up today's episode of My India. We will see you next week at the same time. Till then, goodbye and take care.